What up, guys? LocsNLoad Firearm reviews here today. Today, guys, I'm gonna go over the training we had out with Wagunda Nation. We have this last Saturday of every month, and today was no different. We had several people turn out. Shout out to Marcus, first time coming out here. Just got an AR, so he was just testing out with us. So I'm happy he came out. Like, his shit was brand new out the box. We had to throw an optic on it, test to see how it shoots, and he did actually a really good job for first time shooting his AR. And shout out Kyler for also coming out as well, representing the women. So I'm gonna go over our training and tell you guys what we did, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video.
All right, so starting off the drill for today, we are doing the redback operator readiness drill. So this is a cold start drill. So before you do any testing, gaming, or preparing for your training day, this is the first drill we will run. So simply 2 rifle mags, 2 pistol mags. The first rifle mag will have 5 rounds, and the second mag will be full to capacity. That pistol mag, the first one will be holding 5 rounds, and the second one will be full to capacity. On the buzzard, you will fire 5 rounds from the rifle, transition to pistol, 5 rounds, reload pistol, 2 rounds, holster pistol, check your rifle, reload, and fire two or 3 rounds. I believe it's 2 rounds. But that is the first drill we will run here today.
After you, Thomas.
Yes, baby.
All right, shooter, you understand the course fire?
Possibly.
Shooter, are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Time 15:38.
All right, so this is Marcus. As I said, his first time out here and his first time shooting his AR. He was brand new out the box, and we had a spare optic for him to use. But he also didn't have all the gear together, which is kind of normal for a new student. They're not going to be fully kitted out like we are. So he didn't have a holster, so we made him put his handgun on the barrel and then pick it up when he transitioned to it. But again, for someone who is getting into shooting and just getting familiar with the mechanics and the training, he did a really good job. He's actually really accurate. So all we got to do is work on some of his fundamentals and his mechanics, and he'll be a dangerous person with that firearm. But like I said, he did a really good job. He was eager to learn and to listen. And that's just all we ask from our students. You come to learn. Be open-minded, have your ears open. Don't be one of those people that just thinks they know everything. Because that's what we're here to teach you. If you knew everything, you wouldn't be here at this class trying to learn from us. But he did a really good job, and I hope he comes back out. He said he would. He's gonna bring more people. But that's one thing that will help the student actually get better and learn is the more they do it, the better they'll get. So Marcus, you did a great job, and thank you for coming out. All right, so this is my sweetheart, Kyler. She doesn't have an AR, and she didn't have a type of holster for this training, so I let her use my guns. Being a good boyfriend. So getting her acclimated. This is the first time she shot an AR-15, and she's still getting used to shooting. This is like her 3rd time shooting, and so I was running her through some of these drills with us as well. So she did a good job. I know she didn't like the rifle because it was really heavy, but she did a good job working through the problems and the mechanics. We had a couple issues. I think I had a bad round in one of the drills, or she let the slide ride, but for whatever reason, she worked through it. I've been working with her on like weapon malfunctions, and so when we had that bad round, as you saw, tap, rack, bang, get that round out. And, working with her on the rifle, because, again, it's not hers, so she's got to learn how to use it. And it's always important that a woman becomes acclimated with a firearm, because not all the time where there be a protector there. Sometimes she has to be her own first responder. And this is how we get that built into them. So, again, we cleaned up some of her mechanics. I know the rifle was heavy, but she did good. So our next drill is the 5.5 drill. So you'll have one rifle mag with 12 rounds and another rifle mag full, and you'll have your pistol mag with one mag that'll be full. So as you'll see, you'll start at 25 yards. On the buzzer, 5 rounds. Safety, move up to the 15-yard cone, 5 rounds. And at the third cone, since you only have 12 rounds, you'll fire 2 rounds. Have to go empty, transition to your pistol, fire 5 rounds. Holster pistol, reload rifle, and fire 3 rounds. So the total will be 5 rounds, or 15 rounds in total with the rifle. So that's how you do the drill. Very easy drill, something we've done before. And I have Kyler do this drill as well. Because again, learning mechanics, also movement with the rifle. I think it'd be a good starter drill for beginners. So here's her run, firing the 5 rounds. She did a good job over time getting that rifle up. I know it's heavy with the suppressor and everything, but she did a good job. She maintained her muzzle awareness, not flagging anybody. I had her aiming through the top dot on the rifle, so she's not hitting low. Making sure every time she's moving, she's engaging that safety and keeping that muzzle down. But she did a good job. I know it's heavy, but shout out to her for doing the drill. So again, 2 rounds, runs empty. She didn't have a holster, so again, handing her the pistol. And letting her just do her thing. Also, when training new shooters, every run and drill is not going to be perfect. I know there's some things she needs to clear up, like always making sure her safety is engaged. And when she's using the rifle, making sure she's fully got that stock in the shoulder. I notice that with a lot of new shooters that having that stock fully seated in their shoulder is something that kind of gets away from them. But there's just things that you'll learn as you continue to train with that platform. But all in all, she did a good job.
You knew that.
All right, so for our third drill, I honestly can't remember the name of it, but basically you want to have 2 full rifle mags. So how this drill starts off, you'll have a cone in the center, 2 cones on your forward left, forward right, and 2 cones on your back left and back right. So you'll start at the center, you'll fire 3 rounds on the target, in case it's steel target. And if you go forward left, then you have to go back right, as you'll see in the video. So I went forward left, fired my 3 rounds, went to the back right cone, knocking that over, went to the back right cone, fired my 3 rounds on target. And so I messed up because when you go left, you're supposed to transition to the left side and fire your 3 rounds, and you go right, you fire from the right side. So here I go to the back left on my left side, fire my 3 rounds, moving to the forward right cone, firing my 3 rounds on the right side, and then you'll finish off back at center with 3 rounds on your dominant side. So not a perfect run, but
Shooter ready?
I got my hits.
Shooter ready? Stand by.
All right, so this is our urban barrier drill. So on buzzer, you move up to the barrier about 30 yards. You have 2 targets, 2 steel. And from one side on the left side, you transition to your left side with the rifle, fire 2 rounds, and get 2 hits on both targets. You'll come back to the center right here, and on your right side, 2 rounds on each target. Move over to the right side, again, 2 rounds on each target while maintaining yourself behind cover as best as possible. You gotta reload. And over here, it's supposed to simulate shooting under a vehicle. And so you'll put 2 rounds on each target, and I would say the gas blowback today was exceptionally awful. Like, I could hardly see and breathe. The gas was getting all over the place. And when you fire those rounds, laying down, you get up, move to the barrier. So fire top right with the right gun in the right hand on both targets. Drop down. Again, 2 rounds on one target, 2 rounds on the other target. Left side, transition to your left side. 2 rounds on each steel target. So 4 rounds in each little sector. Good drill with movement, weapon manipulation, getting behind cover and doing a whole bunch of things that help you become a better shooter.
This is a piece of cover. So what we're
Right here,
simulating is
we
you
have
shooting
Marcus.
behind cover. Right? Cover
Again,
is always going to be
he's a
something
new
that protects
shooter
you from
and the
bullets.
first time he's ever done this,
Concealment
so
is fight.
we explaining to him what he has to do, let him shoot from the left side from the first time. So he had a little trouble finding the dot, but eventually we got him on target, and he was able to get hits on target, which is again important. As he progresses in his training, we'll start to drill into him maintaining himself behind cover a little better. I know he's kind of out in the open a bit, but he's a new shooter, so baby steps. But for someone doing this for the first time again, getting his hits on target, getting down, getting him to transition, switching from left to right, finding a good spot to get in, how to get behind his optic, and maintain a stable firing position. He did a good job. I know it's a lot for a new shooter to take in when you come out and do one of these drills, but it's very important. And before he shot, if you didn't see, his muzzle was too close to the concrete, which would have hit the concrete. So being good instructors, we caught that and positioned him to where he can safely fire on that target without firing on the concrete.
You can rest it off of that
and he kept progressing from there,
push the rifle more forward.
finding a good place to get
more forward,
to. I know for new shooters, it's awkward, but
skipping off concrete.
For us, it's something we've done so many times that we know what knee we want up, what knee we want down, or we want both knees down, and we don't have to think about it. But that's just one of the things you'll learn as you progress through your shooting journey. But again, getting good hits on target,
Use your left hand to
moving
stabilize.
down range, and again, first time shooting off his side.
Yeah, you might want to lay sideways, lay
coach
on your side.
On how to lay on your side, like how you see I did.
This way?
Yep, like
So
you
we had to
taking
coach him on where to lay.
Yeah, there you go.
And how to aim behind the optic. So Eric gave him some pointers on how to hold his hand.
Everything is
and
weird.
Again,
Everything's gonna feel
after
weird.
some
I was just trying to find the
firing
sight.
adjustments,
You're good. Find
he was
it,
able to get
and
rounds
crack
on
them rounds.
target and clear this
Low.
particular stage under the vehicle and move forward to the next drill.
High. A little more.
Oh, come right. Come right a little bit. Yeah, come to the right a little bit. Right and low. There you go. There you go.
Little circle. So the same thing. Remember that hold.
A little high.
There you go.
Good hit. Good hit.
All right, weapon on safe. All right, let's go ahead and move over to the barrels. Okay. Standing, 2 rounds. Yep. Little circle, little circle, little circle. Fuck.
Oh, he's out of ammo.
If you got another mag, do it. Yep. All right, weapon on safe.
Safe?
Yep, go over to the left side, left-handed. There you go. Yep. Yep, weapon on safe. Yep, same thing.
I think you're hitting the post. You're hitting the post.
Yeah, you have it.
There you go. Good job.
Yep. All right, go ahead and put on.
All right, second to last drill is the VTAC board. Something we've used before. So on the buzzard, you move up. On the first port, slanted port, 2 rounds on each of the steel targets down range. I kind of cheated on this one, I'm not gonna lie, because I was supposed to go slanted, but there's a notch there, so I didn't have to. But here, standard procedure by just putting my foregrip, my barrel through the hole as far as possible, letting it rest on that angled foregrip. Gives you steady positioning as much as possible, and you're not resting your barrel on there, which will affect your hits down range, like how here. I can't put my foregrip forward because my light's in the way. If you put too much downward pressure on your barrel, your hits will change downrange because you're kind of bending the barrel a bit. And so you want to lightly lay your barrel on that position so you're not affecting your accuracy. And so here we're slanted port. And so you're going to have to hold the gun sideways through that slanted port and engage the targets downrange. You know, with practice, you'll eventually kind of figure out where your rounds need to be, where you need to hold downrange, so you can have as clean as run as you can get. But again, that's why practice makes perfect. So you see me shooting, pretty much I didn't miss maybe 1 or 2 rounds. But again, this is something we've done before, so the more you do it, the better you'll get.
That's the only way I know how to shoot, double cheeked up.
All right, on you. 4 rounds.
He's been Charlie Kirk. What do you do? No, down by my wrist.
Good job. All right, safety.
Yep, right through that hole. Same thing, 4 rounds.
Make sure you caress them. I feel the warmth going down.
Yeah, I feel it now.
Good job, safety.
And
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you might have to take a knee.
Properly applied tourniquet to you?
I think so.
no.
Almost going numb.
Calvin has a fucking permanent scar.
No, I'm saying like the blood flow completely cut. Yeah, like it goes numb.
When I put a tourniquet on somebody, I crank that bitch. That's why I thought I was good here, but he told me to go one more, so I said, he's bleeding. He's bleeding.
I like the
One more.
There you go.
Good job. And to the right. I'm not gonna make you do those sideways ones.
All right.
Break bone.
God damn, fuckers on. Fails significantly would be. Well, I need to really do my own essay on this specific thing that I'm about to state, which is like on children and infants, because you won't get the same amount of torque and everything.
All right, safety.
If you've ever had a properly applied tourniquet,
Good job.
you'll know if it's properly.
All right, guys, that's all the drills. I know it says second to last, but that was actually the last drill, my bad. But again, this is a good training day. Shout out to all the new people like Marcus and Kyler who came out. Like I said, this is every last Saturday of the month. If you want to come out and train with us in Jacksonville, Florida, again, you do not have to be an expert. You can be brand new to it. We will happily train you, which is why I have these events. Because I know people see what we do and they always want to come out. And, so I specifically made a day where, if you guys want to train on different scenarios and different situations like you see us do, but you can't do it at your local range, you can come here and do it with us. So again, I know everything was not perfect, and it's really honestly never going to be perfect, but you strive for that. So the reason we film these training days like this is so when we come back or we educate our new shooters, we can show them, hey, you didn't have the proper grip here, or hey, you forgot to engage your safety here, or you didn't have your stock in your shoulder properly here, or this is what you could have done better at this stage or in this position. So it really helps us as instructors really truly hone in on the shooters and get them better. I'm trying to find a better way to say it, but you get what I'm saying. It just helps us as instructors educate and instruct these new shooters so that they can be as good as they possibly can. So again, we don't look for perfection. We honestly make sure you are doing things as safe as possible. Sometimes we might forget that the safety is engaged in certain scenarios because we're looking at so many different things and watching so many things. But it's one of the things that we just really try to key in on. Make sure the safety is engaged. Make sure you're not flagging anyone with the muzzle, or you're not doing anything that could hurt yourself or someone else. But again, baby steps, y'all. You keep doing the training, you keep progressing and getting better and better. You will get to that level that you hope to see yourself get to. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're training, keep training and keep pushing yourself to get better and find a way to get to the next level, never just plateauing. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I want you to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. As always, stay educated, stay dangerous. LocsNLoad out.